Welcome to Recently Logged, where it may be Christmas, but we're going to talk about Irish wolves.
Wow. Irish wolves? How do we know they're Irish, Micah?
Because they're in Ireland.
Hey, the main character isn't Irish, and they're
That's
in
because she came from England.
How do you know these wolves didn't come from England, Micah? That's my question.
Because
It could have been like an American werewolf in London.
Because they've never left Ireland.
It could have been like an American werewolf in London, Micah. Oh,
Lizzie's an American werewolf in Ireland.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Recently Logged. In case you hear some weird grunting, it is not Micah. It is our dog.
What if
Lizzie.
they assumed it was you, huh?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they could.
Well, we have the official dog consultant for this movie. Thought it'd be a good idea.
Hopefully you won't be able to hear her very well, but if you can, that's what it is.
Fun story though. In the movie we're talking about this week, they actually have like several wolves listed as wolf consultants
In the credits, yeah.
in the credits.
It's still pretty good.
Lizzie,
stop grunting.
be quiet.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, hello.
Hey.
I feel like we don't have any like fun facts or anything to kick this like movie off, like to kick this episode off, because
I just gave a fun fact.
Well, yeah,
that there's wolf consultants.
But we usually like have like some fun little like, hey guys, we did something this week, but this week we're not riffing, Mike.
We're not riffing. Well, anyway, this is the end of the Cartoon Saloon, which is the studio that made this Cartoon Saloon.
Yeah.
Irish folklore trilogy.
Well, there you go.
Consisting of The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, and Wolfwalkers.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's go over the rest of the basic facts.
Of them.
Whoa. All right.
Okay.
Wolfwalkers is a 2020 movie rated PG. It's 103 minutes. Its little bio on IMDb is: a young apprentice hunter and her father journey to Ireland to help wipe out the last wolf pack. But everything changes when she befriends a free-spirited girl from a mysterious tribe rumored to transform into wolves by night. That really sounds completely different than what the movie is. But
No, not completely different.
if you watched the movie, you would not write that.
Yeah, no, that's not the best description.
The cast consists of Irish people.
Wow, it consists of Irish people. Wow.
Robin. Oh wait, no, that's the name. The Honor. Guys,
Hold on.
the main girl.
What's her name? Oh my gosh. Kempsey? Probably. I would guess.
It's Irish, I think, or maybe British. I don't know. Eva Whittaker, Sean Bean, Simon McBurney, Tommy Tiernan, John Kenny. Yeah.
I misread it as Tom Kenny.
But the main girl,
who plays Robin, yeah.
I have no idea how to pronounce her last name.
When you first said Robin, I was like, wait, she's actually named Robin.
No.
But yeah, is that all of them?
No. Well, that's all I'm going to list for the cast.
Okay.
But it's directed by Tom Moore and Ross Stewart. The story was by Tom Moore and Ross Stewart. The screenplay was written by Will Collins. I don't think it's had time to win any awards.
No. I'm hoping for Best Animated Picture at the Oscars, though. But that's getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Right. Oh, Lizzie, you stink.
She can't help it, Micah.
All right, but those are the basic facts about Wolfwalkers.
Woof.
The Wolfwalkers.
All right. Want to go into your basic thoughts on the movie? Or I guess I probably should.
I think you want to go into your basic thoughts on the movie.
The people have just heard you talk for like 3 minutes or something.
And then we can't have that. So yeah,
wow.
go, Robbie.
Okay. Well, anyway, Well, we watched Wolfwalkers for the first time last night. I had to think hard about that one. That was a long time ago, you know.
Oh yeah, so long ago.
But yeah, no, I went into this. One of my friends had watched this at a digital screening about a month ago now. I think it was the beginning of November, and they had said it was really fantastic, and they had been like tweeting about it for probably months, or not months, but just a month, and I was really excited about it. I was a little hesitant though, because the only other Cartoon Saloon movie I had seen, which is the studio that made this, I think you mentioned that.
You've seen Song of the Sea and The Breadwinner.
Oh yeah. Well, Song of the Sea and The Breadwinner. I always forget that Song of the Sea is Cartoon Saloon for some reason.
It's part of the trilogy.
I know, but I liked Song of the Sea, but I thought it was a little structurally weird, and its pacing was a little bad sometimes. So I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I hadn't seen a movie that I had actually loved from the studio yet. So I was a little hesitant to get my hopes too high. But Wolfwalkers was really fantastic. It kind of blew me out of the water in a lot of ways. Even just from the animation, it kind of steers away from the clean vector style animation that you would see in Song of the Sea or The Breadwinner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the animation. Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
To not to interrupt, but to like make it to where it's not just you talking for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
But the animation, it actually is a lot rougher than like looking, not like actually rougher than any of their normal stuff, and it really helps the movie with what they're doing with it. And
it's definitely to its benefit.
It looks amazing.
It looks so dang good. They have a lot of really interesting stylistic choices when it comes to the animation. A lot of the times, like a lot of the
they actually use the animation to tell the story.
Like a lot of the backgrounds.
It's beautiful.
Can help emphasize emotion. Like 90% of the time, anything emotional happens, the background will show it in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's.
There's a lot of really fantastically animated sequences concerning the Wolfwalkers.
The backgrounds are beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, the stills and stuff. It's literally beautiful.
And it's very interesting. I didn't know what I thought about it at first, but they do depth very weirdly in the movie. They have depth, and the animation look like it slopes up.
Mm-hmm.
So like if something's far away, it's gonna be like
the further away it is, the further up on your screen in the background it's gonna be, kind of thing.
And so, like, when they look back at, like, the town, it's, like, completely on its side.
That town shot, you see the town so many dang times in this movie from far away.
But, like, it's interesting that they do perspective like that. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't like that.
Oh, it's weird.
And then I was like, dang, it looks really good.
Yeah, not to mention the character designs are all absolutely great, too. Like, especially my boy Merlin.
Hey, Merlin.
the hunting falcon, Micah.
Best character.
No, when the rest of the characters are this good, Micah, it's not allowed. He's like third best.
Wow. Who is the best character then? Well, that's questions we'll get into.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Outside of the animation, it has a really, really tight script, and a very emotionally investing script. Like it hooks you in pretty much from the word go.
Sure, some long basic.
Yikes. But yeah, no. Go watch Wolfwalkers is my basic thoughts.
Okay.
And be blown away.
Okay. 8 minutes later.
Wow.
All right. My basic thoughts of Wolfwalkers was it was extremely good. One of the best animated movies I've probably ever seen. And a lot of the reasons going into that are like the writing and everything and the beautiful animation, but also, and like one of the biggest things for me is that they actually use the animation to like it's not necessarily its quote-unquote fullest extent, but pretty much to its fullest extent
But
to tell the story.
more than most animated movies do.
Like Robbie was saying, it uses the animation oftentimes to convey emotion with the background. It does a lot with that, and the rougher style animation actually allows it to get even rougher when it's like portraying harsh emotion and stuff. It does very interesting, and I loved this. It actually uses like these rough black outlines occasionally to change the aspect ratio.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's amazing too.
Those are awesome. All the wolf stuff when it comes to animation, they have like whole sequences and stuff of like from how the wolves sense things, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
And I'm just like literally while I was thinking, I was like, wow, if this was a live action movie, it would be trash. Because this works so well for animation, and they did such a good job, because so many movies you watch that are animated, especially and specifically 2D, because 3D is kind of a different game. You can do like whatever you want with 3D animation, but you can really do whatever you want with 2D animation.
Yeah, I was about to say there's less like external limitations when you're working with 2D.
Yeah, and I've always loved 2D animation, and they really just like used that 2D animation to I don't know, it's beautiful. And the story is amazing. The casting is great. You got Sean Bean. All the performances are good. The story, everything.
I forgot to mention how well it handles its themes too.
Oh yeah, the themes. The themes, bro. Bro, when she, dang,
It's
tears.
But yeah, basically the basic thoughts are, it's really good.
Oh yeah, and for the average listener who actually knows that I actually rate stuff on Letterboxd. I'm like this lame
Oh my
person
God.
sitting next to me. I gave it 5 stars. 5 out of 5.
I probably would give it 5. I would be a little hesitant, like a 4.5, 5, but it'd probably be a 5.
I don't know. That was one that I almost felt like putting it in my top 4 favorites.
Oh, wow.
But I want to watch it again.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to see this again before I pass final judgment on it, though. Like, of being like, no, it's a 4.5. It's a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10, you fools.
Ooh.
But yeah, I guess, what do we do after this? We do
Questions.
questions. So we should get into questions.
I actually have a question, and I already
Okay.
know my answer to the question.
Okay, wow. You're really looming this over me, Micah.
Yeah, I was prepared.
Okay.
Even though it's a question we ask every time.
Oh shoot! I never prepare for this dumb question, and we ask it every single.
Anytime I think about it, I actually try to pick one while I'm watching the movie.
Okay.
What is your favorite scene or sequence?
Holy cannoli! There's so many good ones to pick from.
Right?
Oh my gosh, there are so many good ones to pick from. I think
Don't steal mine, Robbie, because I already have mine picked out.
I might have to go with when spoiler alert for the movie. We are spoiling the movie now. When what's her name? How did I forget the main character's name?
What, Robin?
Yes, Robin. Thank you.
Oh,
When Robin first transforms into a wolf, that entire just that section of the movie, does that count
No,
does
can't
that
do
count as a
sections.
sequence?
That's not a sequence.
Okay, well, then I guess when Robin and Meph, I don't remember how to pronounce it, are in the forest together for the first time. That's my favorite sequence.
The very first time?
Yes, very first time. Well, like when they're wolves.
Meb, I think is how you say the name.
Meb? I don't remember. Meb?
I don't know. It's Irish.
It's Irish. No, I'm sorry. We're so American on this podcast all the time. But anyway, yes.
We need culture.
That's my favorite sequence.
Alright, my favorite-
It's just really beautifully animated.
You got dangerously close to my favorite scene or
Okay,
sequence.
what's yours, Micah?
Because mine was like the first time Robin is a wolf running around, like learning to be wolf with
Wolf. I become wolf.
learning to be wolf with Memph.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I love that. I love the animation in that scene. Though, and I think the song that they use is fine, but that is actually one thing. Like, I still really like the scene, but I do wish they chose a different song.
Yeah, you can. Actually, I was gonna cite that as one of the biggest problems I had with it. That one of the most beautifully animated sequences has like a very like, this is a movie soundtrack song in it.
Yeah, that was my only thing. If it was like, I even thought, and I don't know, I think it still could have been like a movie soundtrack song, like a soundtrack song, not a score. But like while I was watching, I was like, man, imagine if this was like a really nice score playing here instead.
Yeah, I mean, the song was fine.
No, yeah, it wasn't like an awful
yeah, no,
song.
it didn't like ruin the
pull
movie.
me out of the movie
Yeah.
at all. I was just like, it probably could have been better without this song.
We pretty much chose the same scene. But I mean, that's a really good scene.
Now, you chose when they first got when she first met her, which
Well,
was
yeah.
like
No,
30
I'm saying,
minutes before in the
well,
movie.
yeah, but still, it's a fun. Either way, fun scenes,
Yeah.
good scenes.
Woof.
Is there a bad scene? No. So literally, no matter what you choose.
Also darn good for a runner-up, I would say, is the Lord Protector Goodfellow fight.
Inspector, Detector,
Inspector, Detector.
Detector, Inspector. I don't remember. But
Sean
yes.
Bean.
Sean Bean. Who doesn't like Sean Bean?
Woof Sean Bean.
Woof Sean Bean.
Woof Sean Bean fighting it up.
Is that why you gave this movie 5 stars?
Yeah, because it has Woof Sean Bean fighting it up.
For real though.
No, that final fight animation was
Oh my gosh,
beautiful.
it's so good.
Dude, they did that like whole like complete Samurai Jack style aspect ratio change.
Oh, it's so good. Well, Samurai Jack never has smooth transitions like Wolfwalkers does. It's always cut to transitions.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like the aspect
Yeah,
ratio that they did.
Ratio changes. Very good.
Also, just interesting comment when it comes to animation. I loved that one transition they did, where they like fade the animation
fade the color out. Yeah,
where they faded the color and then
And
went
then
to
the
white
pencils,
and then
yeah.
went to white and then went to pencil and then went to color.
Oh, it's so cool.
And that may sound like it would pull you out, but because of the way this movie is animated, like with how, like, I don't want to say rough because rough sounds like bad.
It feels raw.
But it
is
was,
what it feels
yeah,
like.
it's more raw
Because
animation.
you can still see
pencil move. Like,
even after they've colored everything in, you can still see like the base head circles at the very least for all the characters.
yeah, no, you can still see a lot of like.
If you know anything about drawing characters,
Yeah,
that is.
it looks really good in movie, but I don't know how to describe it besides like rough or raw. And because it's that style, and I love that style in this, I think it looks better than honestly any of the other cartoon saloon movies. A transition like that is possible, and
Yeah.
it looks sick.
It looks very sick. I
All
was
right.
about to say, as good as like something like Song of the Seas Ocean looks when it's like the clean vector stuff.
Yeah, no, the ocean is beautiful stuff in Song of the Sea.
This was the rougher hand drawn kind of style for Wolfwalkers was really the best choice.
There is
they
one.
could have gone with.
There is one thing Song of the Sea has over Wolfwalkers, though.
What?
The main character being named Saoirse.
Oh my god!
It's such a
I
cool
swear,
name.
It is a cool name, but it's for real, bro.
It's such a cool name.
I mean, Robin is kind of just like a saltine, plain kind of name,
Right.
but you know, it's a fine name. Whatever. I don't have
I mean,
anything
she
against.
is English.
I don't have anything
Oh.
against people named Robin. I just think it's
I
kind
think-
of
I
a
think-
blandish name.
I think Robbie just said if you're named Robin,
No.
Leave.
No.
Leave forever.
No.
Unsubscribe, unfollow, undo whatever you do to our podcast.
Wow. No. I have nothing but love for people named Robin.
Yeah,
So.
that's what Lizzie said.
Lizzie, stop grunting. No. She's gonna be grunting and sneezing this entire podcast. It's a disaster, Micah.
All right. Well, while she's being a disaster, give us another question.
Go on then. Give us a number.
Give us a number.
What question would be good for this? What did you think of the bad guy, the main villain, if you will, the antagonist of the plot?
I thought they were very 1600s period piece bad guy.
But actually executed well.
Yeah, no, it was done well.
What?
But it's funny just because like how many times a bad guy like that's been done, like. And I'm sure it's accurate to the time. I don't know. I didn't live in the 1600s.
Yeah, they went back to the 1600s to investigate what it was like.
Yeah, exactly. But the typical English man.
You're a typical Englishman eating his crumpets.
Coming into a place and being like, for the Lord.
The Lord.
The
Lord.
I must colonize.
For the Lord, I must colonize.
Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah. Fun times in history, guys.
Kind of cringe, bro. Yikes. Yeah.
But, no, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was... Well, he's not especially the main focus of it.
No, he's not. I just wanted to bring up how he's handled because he is very aesthetically and I guess plot-wise, he's a very stereotypical 1600s movie villain.
Yeah, very. But I thought they did a really good job with him, and because he's not too much of like the main focus, the fact that he is very stereotypical, it's not that noticeable.
I just wanted to bring up. Just even from a script perspective, how tastefully he's inserted into the story and not overused or underused. He's there enough to affect things, but not there enough that it feels like overbearing or anything.
Yeah.
But I also like how much of a threat he feels like.
Right?
The entire time.
No, they do a really good job establishing the geography between the forest and the town and how much of a threat the town is to the forest.
Exactly.
Like that's one of the first stakes they set, and they really hammer that in.
Yeah.
And it does a really good job of making him actually an intimidating threat in the final act.
Bro, when he came into the room with the dual wielding pistols, I'm like, someone's about to die.
Somebody's about to die.
Yeah.
Robbie, you thought of a Despicable Me 2 reference while watching.
It's actually the line is someone's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, I know, but you thought of
no, that is not what I thought.
You thought of a Despicable Me 2 reference.
That is not.
While watching the
even
animated,
mentioning Despicable Me 2
the animated
in the same
masterpiece that is Wolfwalkers.
It's a crime, Micah. It's a crime.
Oh, the animation looks so good.
It really does.
Thinking of that pistol scene, like the lighting and like the way the room looks.
Oh my gosh, the lighting is so good in this too.
Ah!
How about that fire animation though? The way they did fire? Instead of doing like orange and yellow like most movies would.
It was odd colored fire.
It's red and white.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
What did you think to move on to the next question?
Move along.
Of all of the Wolfwalker stuff specifically.
Like just in general?
Like in general, in the movie in general, like what did you think of all the Wolfwalker stuff?
I don't know. That's a very broad question.
In story wise, animation wise,
the Wolfwalker stuff is absolutely beautiful.
Bro, it's so beautiful.
Just the general aesthetic of it, awesome.
What about that one wolf that wouldn't stop smiling? He's right there.
He was just having a good time, like. He was just having a good time.
He just wouldn't stop smiling.
Well, there you go. That's I see it as a win, like not as a bad thing. But Wolfwalkers plot wise, because the movie it has to have the Wolfwalker thing in order to function.
Okay. This is gonna sound crazy, but I thought of this while watching the movie, and I put it in my review still, and it's still just there in the back of my mind.
Okay.
In a universe where something as sick as Wolfwalkers exist, something as absolutely cool as Wolfwalkers, why not just bite everyone in the town?
Because it's pagan, Micah, remember?
Too bad. Sucks for them.
Too bad, sucks to be you, I guess.
Like, populate the entire world with Wolfwalkers.
That's what I was saying, though. Cause
that's the goal. That's the end game.
I think from a screenwriting perspective, having it be how to word this. I wish I was more eloquent, Micah, because half the time I'm like, but
I don't know what you're trying to say. So
I'm trying to say, from a script perspective, the Wolfwalkers functioning with like the bite someone, they become a Wolfwalker thing, is a pretty genius thing to like accelerate the story near the end.
Yeah, and like as more people start getting bit, and it's interesting, and they do it in a believable way to where, like, you know, they like in a believable way in story to where, you know, you wouldn't think, oh, so they just why not just bite everyone?
Just bite everyone.
Like as much as I'm like just bite everyone.
Oh, wow.
They actually in movie do it in a very realistic way to where you wouldn't feel like, oh man, why didn't they just bite everyone? Like actually be like, why didn't they just bite everyone?
Bro, does a wolf bite occur at the break of every act? Ooh.
Bite.
Yeah. Maybe?
Bite?
That,
Maybe?
that might be.
So.
Whoa.
Maybe? I'd have to watch again.
Yeah, I was about to say, we need to watch this again. That would be pretty dope.
You know who's pretty dope? Those wolves.
The animation team.
Those wolves.
And screenwriting team. The wolves.
Dude,
I thought the wolves would be a bigger, like the pack would be a bigger
right? Like the
thing
pack.
in
The
this.
pack doesn't get enough attention, bro. They're sick. They look awesome. They his friend.
Bro, I vibe with the wolf design in this movie.
Like they like the schnoz of the wolf.
The schnoz.
looks very not how I would expect, but like in movie, they're so cute.
Wow. Do you wanna pet wolf, Micah?
No, I do not want to pet wolf. That really that defeats the whole point of a wolf.
That's true.
It's oh no. Jurassic World, Robbie.
No.
I saved a wolf cub.
How could you, Micah?
All right. Another question.
How dare you mention another terrible movie in the same breath as Wolfwalkers?
What's another good question?
What is another good question? That's a good question, Micah. Just
What did you think of the town?
in this poor provincial town.
Yeah, as poor provincial towns go, what did you think of this town?
It's an odd town, right?
Wow,
I don't
it's
know.
an odd town. Well, you have like an Irish town that
That's
has
true.
just been recently taken over by like English
By Lord Protector.
by Lord Protector.
Little on the nose, I think.
Well, you know, have you ever read Narnia? Yeah.
Narnia, yikes.
Uh,
Very, very on the nose.
well, no, like Prince Caspian, man.
Heck.
Prince Caspian's uncle Miraz called himself Lord Protector.
Oh, wow.
Get with the
I didn't know
times,
that.
bro.
I didn't know that. Mike, I'm not well read in my Narnia. I'm sorry. But what did I think of the town? I thought it's odd how much the townsfolk design differ from like the main characters' designs.
Like they're Irish.
Wow.
And the main characters are English.
Well, I guess that's a good point.
There is actually like a stark difference in look, from what I could tell anyway, from the Irish character
Yeah, that's interesting to know.
design to the English
I
character
didn't pick up
design.
on that. I'm just like, wow, they sure do look weird, don't they? Yeah.
Like the
That makes a lot of sense, though, yeah.
The two good fellows, if you will, are much skinnier and taller.
Yes. But yeah, no, the town, I don't know. It definitely feels like like it doesn't just feel like a setting. It feels like a living, breathing town a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I don't know. They don't spend too much time in the town overall.
The stupid kids.
The stupid kids.
I'm gonna punch them in the face.
I almost like I felt like punching someone first time.
Time to open up that meme. The meme where
is it wrong
to punch a child?
But yeah, no. I literally that's a testament to how emotionally involving this movie is.
This movie is so emotional. I was like, I've never cried at a movie, but I'm about to cry.
I'm about to cry. Bro, the end of Wolfwalkers, literally I almost cried. I think I did.
Dude,
cry.
heck,
I might have cried.
Dude, at the town wolf in the cage scene thing, that whole thing, I almost cried.
For real though.
Man.
Bro, we didn't even mention.
What did we not mention?
The child actors are so good.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Well, I said the performances were good, but yeah, like the child actors give such good performances.
Like what the heck?
Like so emotional performances.
Not to mention the unbelievable chemistry between them.
Right?
It's absolutely insane.
Like 2 seconds in and you're like, dang, chemistry.
You like chemistry.
She starts brushing her hair, and my first instinct was like, wow, that seems a bit fast, and then I was like, dang, it works so well with these characters,
but
though.
No, Micah, it's not.
Like, they have such good chemistry, and it's crazy how much like the wants and needs of Robin as a character come back around into the chemistry of Wolfwalkers and such.
It's so good. Literally every single character arc in this movie is handled so well.
Goodfellas character arc, amazing. Robin's character arc,
amazing.
Spooktacular.
Merlin's character.
Merlin's character arc, 10 of 10. I still don't know how to pronounce her name right. Maeve. I think it's like Maeve. I think that's how it's supposed to be said. Like I don't think you say the B. I think it's like Maeve.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
What the heck do I know?
Her character arc, amazing. The mom didn't have a character arc, but still a freaking awesome wolf.
Still awesome. Micah, even if they don't have an arc, they're still awesome.
That one scullery maid? Heck yeah.
Wait, the old lady scullery maid?
Yeah, she's the best character arc.
Wow. She's pretty funny, though.
Dude, you know what we didn't talk about?
What did we not talk about?
They use split screen in this movie.
They use it well.
And it looks so good. What? Like, they started popping off with split screen, and I was like, what? And then I was like, dang.
I refuse to believe that Samurai Jack wasn't at least some inspiration for this movie.
Right? Come on. The art direction team had to look at the aspect ratio changing and the split screens and everything. That's so Samurai Jack-y.
It feels like if Fantastic Mr. Fox's vibes were mixed with Samurai Jack to make a movie.
We're also mixed with Irish folklore.
Well, yeah, Irish folklore, obviously. But
dude, Irish folklore is so cool.
It really
Irish
is.
accents are great. Irish folklore is awesome. Give me more Irish movies. Animated movies.
Yeah. Americans just have the worst folklore.
We don't have like folklore. That's the problem.
We have Santa. It's just Santa Claus.
That's not even ours. We just stole that. We just stole a little bit of that from every other country.
I'm sure that hasn't happened before in American history. Whoops.
Ooh, getting real on the podcast.
Wow. Not even controversial.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, do you have any other questions, though?
I do. I feel like no matter how much we praise this movie, there's still going to be elements of it. Just as a side note, this isn't a question. There's still going to be elements of it that we didn't even mention that are absolutely great, like, as well.
Like how beautiful the lighting of the Wolfwalker stuff is.
Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
The woof eyes, and dude, at the end, the lighting
oh my gosh,
the end
yes.
is so
good.
the nighttime and the fire and the wolf magic.
The editing is really good too.
Oh,
The score is really good too.
oh, the ending is some of the most beautiful animation I've seen in forever, including that final. Oh, so good.
Basically,
Lizzie.
basically the moral of this story is do your 1 free month of Apple TV Plus so you can watch Wolfwalkers
Yeah,
right now.
do it right now. If you do the free month, it's free.
Yeah. But I don't know if I had really much to add. Like, I mean, we've pretty much done nothing but praise this movie except for mentioning that the one
song
movie
was...
soundtrack song is kind of meh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more points of discussion. And
Yeah, for real though.
besides just being like, this is amazing, the animation is beautiful, the lighting is perfect, the story is awesome.
Not to mention all of the arcs intertwining together.
Yeah, no, that's
To where the catharsis at the end is literally
That's
for like
one of-
all the characters.
that's one of the coolest things about this movie for sure, is that it takes the themes and the first like wants from each character that you get introduced to. And then it just starts like weaving them throughout the story, and weaving them around, and then at the end they all come together with the Lizzie.
The Lizzie.
The Lizzie puppy.
Aw, it's so cute. She's just trying to take a nap, Micah.
Yeah, she just wants me for the warmth, but it's fine.
It's true.
Get in the blanket, dog.
Baby.
Get in the blanket.
But yeah, no, I thought we would go on longer about this, but there's actually just not, like, literally...
Yeah, I mean, we've said this before. When a movie is like...
when a movie is really good.
really good, we're like, oh, it's so good, and here's why.
Here's why.
And then we're just like,
Oh, well, I guess that's...
the score is really great when it actually does have a score. Like, I love the music in it. I love the Irishy sounding music.
The blocking's really good too. I don't know, like especially in smaller spaces, the blocking really stands out. It's very
The one
nice.
farmer guy was cool.
Farmer guy. Which farmer guy?
The guy who gets locked up.
Oh, yeah, he was fun. He was kind of a fun character.
Okay, one thing I don't like about this movie, I found
No, Micah. No.
that she calls the town food Town Tasty.
The town tasties. I think it's
Town
I think it's
Tasties.
funny, Micah.
Not here for the Town Tasties.
You don't like town tasties?
I just wish...
I'm okay.
Like, if she said it once, I'd be fine.
Okay, I don't like the I don't like the words town tasties, but the way she says it.
Okay, well, you can say anything in an Irish accent and it sounds awesome, but that's not the point. Oh, man,
enough.
her accent is sick.
It really is.
I want a cool accent.
How about the fact that the traps come back into play multiple times in the screenplay? The
Right.
traps set up in the forest.
Right?
Literally, this is like Paddington 2 levels of not wasting your screenplay
No,
from
like,
introducing things and not
everything-
using them.
Everything comes back around. Even like the stupid kids come back around in the story. Like, it's insane. Insane. The only other movie, like he just said, that I could think of that has this amount of everything comes back, including all the themes and stuff, is Paddington 2.
Dang, Paddington 2 is really good.
So is this movie.
Basically, just watch any kids movie that isn't American, and is the moral of the story.
Like the Brazilian masterpiece known only as Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yes, yes, I do like foreign cinema.
I still want to watch the subbed version. I want to find
just the subtitle.
I want to find the
version.
subbed version of Ratatouille.
That would be interesting, bro. What if Wolfwalkers was in Irish? How cool would that be? Or yeah, Irish.
Irish.
Yeah. I was like, you're making me second guess myself. I'm like,
No,
this is Ireland. What?
I gotta remember, Irish is a language. Yes.
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 It should be right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Wait. Just looking this up.
Yes, I am.
Is Irish a language, Micah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, see, it's Gaelic is what I was thinking
Gaelic,
of.
yes.
Irish, also known in
Well, yeah.
English as Gaelic.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That was what was making me second guess it.
Okay.
But dude, if it was in Gaelic,
That would be whack. Have
That
you
would
ever
be
heard
awesome.
Gaelic, Micah? Have you ever heard
yes,
it?
I have. That would be so cool.
It would be pretty cool.
Dude, give me a version of this. And, like, keep this version. I like this version. But
Like we said, the voice actors are absolutely great.
Give
Fantastic.
Give me a dub,
Have
I guess.
have Sean Bean learn Gaelic.
Yeah, have Sean Bean learn Gaelic so he can be amazing,
Wow.
even though he already is.
Are you just too much of a Sean Bean stan, Micah, to
How
not give
can
this
you
5
not be a Sean Bean stan, Robbie?
Because he's been in such terrible movies lately.
But Sean Bean.
I'm surprised you don't have like a Sean Bean shrine in your room somewhere.
Hey man, get me a Sean Bean poster and I'll slap it on my wall.
Well, there you go. What? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I don't have too much else to say about this.
Yeah, do we want to do closing thoughts? I feel like it's early, but it's also we're like 40 minutes in. That's not too bad.
Yeah, we can go into closing thoughts. All right, closing thoughts, Micah.
Closing thoughts. We need more Irish animated movies.
That's true.
That's the end. That's the end all.
That's it. That's everything. That's all you need.
If Cartoon Saloon actually stops with this as a trilogy, which they probably will,
Probably.
I'm gonna cry.
You're gonna cry. I didn't think you liked Song of the Sea that
I liked
much.
Song of the Sea. It just wasn't the greatest of movies. This was the greatest of movies, and it's Irish.
Wow. But yeah, no. I don't know. Closing thoughts. It's. Well, I think I mentioned this at the beginning. Lizzie, stop your flapping around.
Flapping in the studio.
I think I mentioned this at the beginning, but this is my favorite movie of the year, and I think probably the best movie of the year
my favorite
that I've
movie
seen
of the
anyway.
year. No, it's better than Tenet. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen every movie to come out this year.
But it's better than Tenet.
Definitely the best animated movie of the year, and probably of like the decade or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so dang good.
Somebody I forget who, but somebody was like, it's this year's Spider-Verse.
Oh yes.
But I don't know. I think I might like this movie better than Spider-Verse, especially after having sat on Spider-Verse for a while. I think Spider-Verse is like a darn good movie. It's one of the best comic book movies, if not the best comic book movie to ever come out.
Probably the best.
But I don't know. I really like this.
Yeah, no, Micah, I don't think they were like. I think they when they said Spider-Verse of the year, they were more meaning like.
No, I know what they're saying, but I'm saying like as a Spider-Verse to this comparison, I think this is better in my.
Yeah,
opinion.
no, it is. It's a little sharper than Spider-Verse is in a lot of ways. But yeah, no, visually, it is. It's just so beautiful. I think everyone should watch this movie.
Everyone.
Yes. No matter how old you are. Well, as long as you're old enough to see
The Woofs.
the Wolves.
I mean, what is this PG movie?
Yeah, it's a PG movie. Because it has blood in it at one point.
I don't know. Some old Disney movies that were G had blood in them.
It tackles some darker themes sometimes,
including murder.
It also has like the presenting religion as kind of a questionable thing, as well, in a good way, like it in a good way. Well, I'm just saying, like, as like
Robbie,
how
Christian podcaster, says
how it can motivate people, like how people can use it as an excuse.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
And I mean, especially in that time period, especially Christianity.
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
Yeah. But yeah, how it's used as an excuse for selfish action, it's in a lot of ways, especially how it was back then.
Yeah. The Crusades, those definitely happened.
Yikes. But yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess probably not for younger kids, but if you're like 5 or 6, you're probably fine.
I wouldn't show this to a 5-year-old. Are you kidding? I would show this to like a 7, 8.
7, 8. Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
Anyway,
if you're above 7 or 8 years old, go watch Wolfwalkers right now.
Yeah. Closing thoughts for me would be, it's beautiful, like on multiple levels. Beautiful animation, beautiful story.
What?
What are you doing,
Lizzie's
dog?
running around on the floor. Okay.
Like, this is honestly one of the best movies I've seen in a while. I've been watching a bunch of Pixar movies lately, and
Yeah.
this is just miles ahead of all but a couple of them. It's just insane. Like, honestly, I love 2D animation so much.
Is it better than Princess Mononoke, Micah?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was sitting there
Spicy takes.
while watching Princess Mononoke, like, while watching this, because it's very similar.
It
to
has a lot of
Mononoke.
similarities.
I was thinking,
to Princess Mononoke.
like, which one do I like better? And I even rated this higher. I rated Princess Mononoke 4.5.
Ooh.
And I rated this 5. They are both very good movies, and I would suggest watching both of them.
Oh, yes.
As a double feature.
I need to watch Mononoke again because I didn't like it the first time,
don't
and I
know
want to like it. I
how.
want to like it so much.
I don't know how. I've really liked it both times I've watched it.
I was just so
good.
bored the first time, and I
How
don't
are
know
you
why.
bored?
I don't know why I was bored. I need to watch it again.
Are you one of those people who find subtitles boring?
What? No.
I'm gonna kick you off the podcast.
What?
I'm gonna kick you off
Half
the
the
podcast.
time I have to convince you to watch subtitled movies.
No. Subtitles will never stop me from watching a movie. It's just the movies you want to turn on are boring.
Wow.
And my excuse is subtitles.
Wow. Okay. But anyway, yes, Wolfwalkers. That has been our discussion about it on the podcast.
Go watch it.
Go
Like,
watch it.
Seriously, go watch it.
Like, no matter how much we praise it, like I said, we're still going to be missing things that are absolutely
go
fantastically
form
good.
your own opinion.
Yeah, go form your own opinion. Maybe.
Gosh.
Yeah. Geez.
Go
Stop
buy-
stealing off.
Go buy me the Blu-ray.
No.
I don't think it has a Blu-ray yet, but man, I would buy that.
I'm gonna
in a
buy it.
heartbeat.
Buy it.
Dude,
in 4K.
imagine if this gets like an epic steelbook.
Okay, I need to let the dog out. Apparently,
We got to finish this segment first.
Okay. But yeah.
Dude, steelbook.
Steelbook.
Wolfwalkers.
Wolfwalkers.
Steelbook. That could be so sick.
What do you mean could be, Micah? It
Well, I
will
mean,
be.
there are some ugly steelbooks out there.
I guess. How could you make an ugly steelbook for this movie? But yeah, I guess now that we're done with that, we can go into what we watched over this past week. Well,
All right.
and here we are.
We're back with Sans dog.
Yeah, there's now no Lizzie. We didn't kill her. She's just upstairs. Oh no. Sleeping.
She's just sleeping.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyway, for our What We Watched segment, we go over what we've logged over the week since our last podcast
Wow,
on Letterboxd.
Who'd have thought?
Hence our name of our podcast, actually, recently logged. That's where it came from, because you log stuff on Letterboxd.
Because you log stuff on. Wow.
All right.
We really took our time with that one, didn't we?
Our last episode was on Run, which
Run.
you can go listen to that right now.
Heck yeah.
And that was on the 6th that we watched it.
Heck yeah.
So we'll be going from the 7th to the 13th.
Yes. That is correct. I'm just being like, yes, you are stating the facts.
Just for some a disclaimer, if you will. I've been going through and watching. Man, I gotta sneeze.
No, Micah.
Man, I gotta sneeze.
You lost it? Did you lose it?
I might have lost
No.
it. That sucks so much on multiple levels. I've been going through and watching every Pixar movie in order. For my YouTube channel, M. Grayway Films, on YouTube.
It's linked in the description, guys.
And I'm working on a Pixar video with that, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in the Pixar movies that I've watched, because I watched like 15 Pixar movies this week. So yeah, that's what most of them were. So,
Yeah.
do we want to go like day by day?
I guess so. I mean, I didn't really watch like too much this week.
Okay, so on the 7th, I watched The Incredibles and Cars.
Which I caught parts of.
And then on the 8th, I watched Ratatouille and WALL-E, which Robbie watched.
I watched Ratatouille
with me.
It's still very good.
Oh yeah, and Flushed Away,
Flushed Away.
which we can talk about.
We
Let's
watched
talk about Flushed Away.
Ratatouille and Flushed Away.
Right? What an awful time. Let's talk about Flushed Away. So, Flushed Away, we watched when it came out, regrettably.
Yeah, we rented this movie and watched it on like did we use the projector for this one, or did we just watch it on the TV?
No, I think we just watched it on the TV.
I was about to say it was like a whole big screening thing that we did when we first watched this. We got little gummies for it and everything.
We did. We got little gummy slugs that were for the movie.
Yeah, and they came with light up tweezers. So when you grabbed the slug, they would glow.
Yeah, you could grab the slug and they would. It was sick. It was sick.
That was cooler than the entirety of this movie.
The movie sucks, and we hadn't watched it in years, but we remember disliking it so much. And Robbie was like, "Oh, let's watch it. It's Aardman."
Yeah, well, I really liked Wallace and Gromit,
Dude,
so
Aardman is very hit or miss.
I was just hoping that we'd find another good movie, and we did not.
This was one of the weirdest, most like, what the heck is happening at any given moment movie I've watched, but not in a good way.
Okay, I would say this as a joke normally, but I actually almost had a panic attack watching one of the scenes in this movie. Not in a good way. It's not in praise of the movie. It was just so chaotic and like
the dialogue makes no sense half the time.
No.
Too much is happening. The only good joke that will last at any rate is Millicent Bystander.
The Millicent. That is a good joke.
Yeah, that's like that is a 10 of 10 joke. This is not a 10 of 10 movie. I give it 1.5 out of 5.
Bro, I probably would have only given this like a 1. It was bad.
Then on the 9th, I watched Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, and Mulan.
Hey, I watched all of those except for Toy Story 3, which I did catch part of.
Why did we watch so many movies on the 9th? That's 5 movies.
Didn't we watch Up early in the morning, though? Like, we watched it, we started it on the 8th.
Was the 9th a Friday?
Probably. I think we started Up at night, and then we logged it that day.
Yeah, no.
We only watched...
Mulan was at night.
Yeah.
But that means Toy Story 3, Cars 2, and Brave in one day, though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Weird mix.
But anyway, we'll skip all those and go to Mulan.
2020.
This was our first time watching it. 2020 movie. And I kind of hated it.
Here, I can just read my Letterboxd review. Here we go.
No, I could just read my Letterboxd.
Not as bad as I anticipated, given Disney's past live-action remakes, but sadly not really anything of note. It's literally one of the most bland movies.
This was one of my least favorite of the live-action remakes because it was doing so little but ruining the source material.
Yeah. It's pretty just mediocre to bad in many respects.
Who was the cinematographer of this? Because they had such an easy movie to do good cinematography on, and they failed.
I thought the cinematography was all right most of the time. The editing was atrocious, though.
Yeah,
like some of the worst editing I've seen in a big blockbuster movie.
Believe it or not, I actually gave it the same that I gave Flushed Away.
Oh no!
I gave it 1.5.
Yeah, no. Really, I think one of its biggest downfalls, outside of being just a really poor adaptation of something, is probably its editing.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Robbie, my review. You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender roles, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by applying this is an exception and not the status quo.
Sonic Boom. What a good show.
All right. Then on the 10th, I watched Monsters University.
Hey, me too.
On the 11th, I watched Inside Out.
Hey, me too.
On the 12th, I watched The Good Dinosaur, Finding Dory, Cars 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you want to talk about something that I watched in between all that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. On the after Monsters University, probably that night. It was that night. We watched. Well, Micah watched only part of it, but we watched Over the Garden Wall.
I watched chapter 8.
Over the Garden Wall.
So I was super tired. I had worked that day, and I came back dead tired. And I wanted to watch Monsters University because I needed to watch it to keep my schedule, and. Then Robbie was like, I want to turn on Over the Garden Wall. And I was like, I love Over the Garden Wall. That's in my top 4 favorites. I just wrote a video about it. And then I was like, I'll stay up till at least chapter 6. That's what I said. And then I laid down on the couch and I fell asleep around chapter 8.
This thing, so dang good.
It's so good though. Like
if you have Hulu or HBO Max, go watch it right
masterpiece.
now. I kid you not.
another piece of masterpiece animation.
Put this on a double feature with Wolfwalkers for the autumnal double feature.
Do it, coward.
do it, you cowards. Wow.
On the 13th. Being yesterday. I watched Coco. And then I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
With a friend who had actually never seen any of the Indiana Jones movies, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous.
How's it even possible? Man?
And they liked this, as they should.
Raiders is literally one of the best American action movies of all time.
I wouldn't go that far, but it is really good. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's not my favorite of the Indiana Jones movies, but it's really good.
But it should be.
No, it shouldn't. You like Raiders a little too much, Robbie.
Raiders is so good.
And then we watched Wolfwalkers.
Yeah, and I watched the first Christmas movie I'd seen this year yesterday, called something Shadow Island, The Mystery of Shadow Island, The Last Christmas, something like that. It's like if Knives Out was just really, really awful.
Well,
it had a really awful screenplay.
You know what's really funny? I haven't watched a single Christmas movie this December, but I have watched a Christmas movie this year, and it was crap, where is it?
What was it?
It was like it was around Perfect Plan. Where's that? Crap.
I don't remember watching a Christmas movie this year. Did I watch it with you?
No, you didn't watch it with us. It was me and Mom. It was really, Perfect Plan.
Oh, no.
Around here.
Oh, no. It looks really bad.
No, it wasn't Perfect Plan, I don't think. I don't think this was a Christmas movie. It might have been. No, I don't think it was. But it was right after. I didn't watch the end, so I didn't log it.
Ah.
But it was really awful.
Well, there you go.
And that's the only Christmas movie I've watched this whole year.
Wow. Okay, so basically the moral of the story is next week we have to pick a really good Christmas movie to do on the podcast.
Right.
If you guys are listening to this still at this point, listening to this episode, please suggest us some Christmas movies to do on the podcast, because I was kind of like, there are so many out there that we could just like easily do, and I'm not sure which one to pick. So.
Right, and do we do like a really good Christmas movie, a really bad Christmas movie?
Or one we've never seen before? Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. If you do have an idea for a Christmas movie you'd like to see us talk about, please tweet at us or send it to us or something. Which, by the way, if you want to contact us, you can go to robbiegrayway.com/recently-logged.
Or you can find us on any social media platform that is actually popular.
At recently logged.
At recently logged.
Yeah. But anyway, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
For movie suggestions, no rated R movies, just because.
I mean, yeah, I swear, almost like I keep meaning to take the no R-rated movies off of our suggestions list, because we'd be perfectly willing to do something like There Will Be Blood on the podcast.
Well, yeah, but that's not the point.
Yeah,
the point is we don't watch most rated R movies,
most of the
and
time.
if you just start suggesting any movie, we're gonna be like, no, because we don't want to watch.
We don't want to watch that. But yeah, most rated R movies, yes, we will not watch, more than likely. But yeah, no. But anyway, this has been a good episode, I think.
Go watch Wolfwalkers. Go watch all of Pixar.
Well, not all of Pixar. Go watch Princess Mononoke.
Go watch Paddington 2. And have a good Christmas.
Have a good Christmas. We'll see you guys next week.